Hello viewers and subscribers, Assalamu alaikum. This is Tajul Islam and today I will discuss about the summary of the Civil Code Act 1887. First of all, I would like to discuss the objectives of the Civil Code Act. Firstly, consolidate and amend laws relating to. Secondly, separate and complete system of civil code. Thirdly, pure judicial function different from the executive function. Fixed pecuniary jurisdiction. 5 হচ্ছে যে permanent structure and hierarchy. So how the Civil Code Act is gradually developed and modified in this subcontinent. Modification of the name of the act, the Bengal, North Western Province and Assam Civil Code Act in the 1887, later Northwestern Province, Agra, 1950 East Bengal Civil Codes Act, 1960 East Pakistan Civil Codes Act, and 1972 the Civil Codes Act 1887. Modification of classes of courts. If we see the 1887 Civil Codes Acts, then we saw 4 classes of judges. These are district judge, additional judge, subordinate judge, and munsif. 1987 munsif turns to assistant judge. 2001 senior assistant judge added there. Additional judge became additional district judge, and subordinate judge turns into joint district judge. The modification of pecuniary jurisdiction was situated 2001 assistant judge 2 lakh, senior assistant judge 4 lakh, joint district judge unlimited or in case of original suit, but in case of judgment given by the joint district judge up to 5 lakh pecuniary jurisdiction, appeal may lie to the district judge, and if the pecuniary jurisdiction matter exceeding 5 lakhs, judgment given by the joint district judge lie to the High Court division. In the year of 2016, assistant judge a new circular has been given by the government by enlarging the pecuniary jurisdiction of assistant judge 15 lakh, a senior assistant judge 25 lakhs, a joint district judge unlimited in case of original suit, and appeal there lies joint district judge up to 5 lakhs to the district judge, and exceeding 5 lakhs appeal lies to High Court division, judgment given by the joint district judge. But 2016 that circular had been stayed and still is in force. The pecuniary jurisdiction of senior assistant judge, joint district judge, which was promulgated, which was circulated in the year of 2001. That means the new circular given by 2016 by enhancing the pecuniary jurisdiction of the assistant judge, senior assistant judge is still stayed by the order of the High Court division in different writ cases. Now I would like to discuss the overview on the sections. This Civil Code Act was commenced 1st July 1887. Classes of courts there, 5 classes: district judge, additional district judge, joint district judge, senior assistant judge, and assistant judge. It describes in section 3 number of judges. It describes section 4 government may alter the number of judges, and if government thinks fit can appoint many judges to try the cases as per territorial jurisdiction. When the office of the district judge or joint district judge becomes vacant, government or High Court division may fill up the vacancy or appoint the additional district judge or joint district judge. Government may appoint a district judge and additional district judge for temporary period period in addition to the functions devolving on him to discharge the functions of another district judge or additional district judge. It has been described in section 6. Additional district judge government may, having consulted the High Court division, appoint additional district judge for the aid of the district judge. Additional district judge shall discharge any of the functions of district judge which the district judge may assign to them. Additional district judge shall exercise the same power as the district judge. Section 8 clearly says these provisions. Administrative control subject to the superintendence of the High Court division. The district judge shall have administrative control over all the civil courts. Section 9 says it. Temporary charges of district judge, additional district judge, joint district judge without relinquishing his ordinary duties assume charge of the office of the district judge. While in charge of the office of the district judge, the additional district judge may exercise any of the powers of the district judge subject to any rules which the High Court division may make. Section 10 says it. Transfer of proceedings on vacation of the office of the joint district judge. The district judge transfer all or any of the proceedings pending in the court of the joint district judge either to his own court or to any competent court under his administrative control. Proceedings transferred shall be disposed of as if they had been instituted in the transferred court. District judge may retransfer to the court of the joint district judge or his successor. Not pending matters, district judge may exercise the exclusive jurisdiction of the joint district judge. It was held in the case of Mosam Khan versus Mir Alam Khan, PLD 1992, Supreme Court 47, absence even for a day. Section 11 of Civil Court Act describe this matter. Power to fix territorial jurisdiction. Government in case if the same local jurisdiction is assigned to two or more judges, joint district judges, senior assistant judges or assistant judges, the district judge may assign and distribute the civil businesses subject to any general or special orders of the High Court division. If the court assigned by the district judge passed any decree or order shall not be invalid by reasons only of the case in which it was made, having arisen wholly or in part in a place beyond the local limits assigned by district judge, if such place is within the local limits fixed by the government. A judge of court of a small causes appointed to be a joint district judge, senior assistant judge is a joint district judge, senior assistant judge. Section 3 describes this matter. Place of sitting of a court, government may fix and alter. Section 14 speaks the place of sitting of a court, and it has been fixed by the government, and government may also alter this matter. Holidays of court, High Court division shall prepare a list of holidays published in Gazette notification. A judicial act shall not be invalid by reason only of its having been done on a holiday. Industries KO Industries versus Pratap Singh AIR 1959, courts do not function on closed holidays except for most urgent business. Section 15 says it. Continuance of proceedings of courts ceasing to have jurisdiction. If any court under this act, although competent but have abstained from exercising its jurisdiction in a case, in that situation its proceeding may be going on the transferred court. Seize na korle nothing in this section applies to cases for which provision is made in section 36, 37 and 114 of the and rule 1 of order XL V 1147 in schedule 1 to the Code of Civil Procedure 1908 or in any other enactment for the time being in force. Section 36 plus 37 and 114 execution of degree and review related. Maqbul Ahmed versus Pateshwari Pratap Narayan, it was held and cited in AIR 1929, All India Report 677. When the court which passed the degree is abolished, the court to which its business is transferred is competent to execute the degree. Section 17 of Civil Courts Act describes the same. Extent of the original jurisdiction of district judge, joint district judge, subject to section 15 of CPC. Every suit shall be instituted in the court of the lowest grade of competent to try it. Section 18 says is extent of jurisdiction of senior assistant judge and assistant judge. 2 lakhs and 4 lakhs. Section 19, appeal from joint district judge, appeal from district judge, additional district judge. District judge, additional district judge, when pass any judgment, then appeal may lie to the High Court division in case where appeal from the degree or order of district judge would not lie to the High Court. If the same case is adjudicated by additional district judge, appeal will not lie to the High Court division against the degree or order of the additional district judge. Section 20 speak out this matter. Appeal from joint district judge, senior assistant judge, assistant judge. Joint district judge up to 5 lakh is in force. Appeal may lie to the district judge. Joint district judge exceeding 5 lakh is in force. Appeal may lie to the High Court division, senior assistant judge, assistant judge, whatever may be pass an order and judgment. Where the function of receiving any appeals which lie to the district judge has been assigned to an additional district judge, the appeals may be preferred to the additional district judge. High Court may direct senior assistant judge, and joint district judge. It describes in section 21 of the Civil Court Act power of district judge to transfer appeal. District judge may transfer pending appeals from senior assistant judge, assistant before him to joint district judge. The district judge may withdraw such appeals from joint district judge, and it describes in section 22. Exercise by joint district judge or senior assistant judge or assistant judge of jurisdiction of district court in certain proceeding by general or special order. High Court division may authorize any joint district judge, senior assistant judge to take cognizance of, or High Court division may authorize the district judge to transfer to joint district judge, senior assistant judge a proceeding under the Bengal Wills and Intestacy Regulation 1799, proceeding under the Succession Act 1925, which cannot be disposed of by district delegates or any class of those proceedings specified in the order, and the district judge can withdraw some. It is spoken in section 23. Proceedings taken cognizance of by or transferred to joint district judge, senior assistant judge shall be disposed of by him subject to the rules applicable to like proceedings when disposed of by the district judge, provided that appeal senior assistant judge lies to the district judge, appeal senior assistant judge, district judge and district judge to High Court division. Section 24, power to invest joint district judges and senior assistant judges or assistant judges with small cause court jurisdiction. Government may confer upon any joint district judge, senior assistant judge the jurisdiction of a judge of a court of a small court, joint district judge. Government may delegate the High Court division its power to do the same in this matter. Judges not to try suits in which they are interested. He is a party. If a judge is a party who are personally interested, the proceeding, the presiding officer of an appellate civil court shall not try an appeal against a degree or order passed by himself in an other capacity. The officer shall forthwith transmit the record of the case to the court, to his superior court, while a report of the circumstances attending the references, the superior court shall thereupon dispose of the case under section 24 of the Code of Civil Procedure 1908. Nothing in this section shall be deemed to affect the extraordinary original jurisdiction of the High Court division, and it is stated in section 38 of the Civil Court Act. This is all about Civil Court Act from 1 to 38 section. And now I would like to discuss about the syllabuses, Bangladesh Judicial Service syllabuses for the appointment of assistant judges, and the syllabus describes constitution and jurisdiction of civil courts, determination of jurisdiction, temporary charge of district court, place of sitting of courts, power of district judge to transfer cases but to try suits in which judges interest are involved. And these are about Civil Courts Act. And if you have any questions about Civil Court Act, then ask me in inbox and in Aini Pathshala Center for Legal Studies and Practice. I will be available there, and if you feel that this video is helpful for you, then make like and comments and share, and please subscribe this channel for getting new legal video from this channel. Thanks everybody. Assalamu alaikum.